Today we're going to be making this little desk organizer while going over everything a beginner needs to know about Extrude. We'll be covering the three main Extrude operations, which are cut, join, and new body. And we'll even be making this pocket that fits the pencil holder we made back in video 1 of this series. Let's get into it. When you open Fusion, you're going to go ahead and create a new project. And then we're going to go ahead and start on our sketch. So create new sketch. Hit that bottom plane, and then I'm going to use a center rectangle to start, mainly because I want my X and Y axis to be my center points. So I'm going to hit right there on the middle and I'll do 150 by 180, and then hit enter. And I'm going to do another center rectangle for my front little pocket, so I can start on that mid-center line. And I can do that as 45 by 150, and then hit enter. Next, I'm going to make sure it's about 10 millimeters from this front edge. So I'm going to grab my dimensions, hit those two lines, and then I can type in 10 and it will move it down for me. Next, I want to create my circle for my cutout for my pencil holder. So I went ahead and brought a pencil holder from video 1, and I'm going to measure this outer edge. So go to the bottom, I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to go over here to inspect and measure. It says my diameter is 75. So close out of that. Then hit my center circle. And when doing this, do not click on this line right here. Fusion will automatically make a constraint, and you'll only be able to move the circle on that line, and you won't be able to get it exactly 10 millimeters from the edge, or the amount you want it from the edge. So I'm going to hit off that circle over here, and my measurement was 75. And I'm going to add 0.5 millimeter to that just to add a little bit of clearance. When you're fitting two parts together, it's best to have a little bit of clearance due to shrinkage and just to make sure they fit together after you print it. So I'm going to do 75.5 and hit enter. Next, I'm going to make sure these edges are each 10 millimeters from the edge. So I'm going to hit that edge and my circle, and it did grab my radius. So the radius of this one, since the diameter is 75.5, I'm going to grab my calculator over here off to the side. 75.5 divided by 2. So my radius is 37.75. And then I'm going to put plus 10. And then I'm going to do my dimensions here as well. And I can just type in that 47.75. Enter. Now I'm going to create a square over here to create a little box. So this time I'm going to grab my 2-point rectangle. Or you could do your center one again. That would be fine too. And I'm going to do it 70 by 70. Hit enter. And get my dimensions. Make sure that's 10 millimeters as well. All right. So it's looking pretty good so far. Next, I'm just going to add fillets around all my corners. Okay, now that I've added all my fillets, I'm going to create an offset for my little container. That way I can have the walls of the container, the lip, and then also the clearance for the lid. So I'm going to double click this line, hit O for offset, and I want my walls to be, let's go ahead and do 4 millimeters. And then I'm going to double click the center line, double click my offset, hit O for offset, and I'm going to create my lip going outward. So I'm going to need a negative number. I want the lip to be 1.5. So I'll type in negative 1.5, enter. And the clearance I'm going to need for my lid, so it fits on there correctly. Double click that line, O for offset again, and I'm going to make the clearance be -0.2 and enter. All right, and that is the sketch we're working with. So let's do finish sketch, and we can start to extrude. And again, extruding is just taking your 2D sketch and making it an actual 3D object. So I'm going to tilt my project a little bit so I can see which direction it extrudes. Then I'm going to select the whole thing and hit E on my keyboard, or you can go up here to the create section and extrude should be right next to sketch. And you're going to want to make sure you extrude below your sketch, or I will go ahead and show you what happens if you don't do that. So just type in 8. And then we got to bring back our sketch. Not sure why it takes away the sketch every time you extrude the first time, but it does. If anyone knows how to turn that off, let me know in the comments. But anyway, so you extruded over your sketch, you can no longer get to your sketch. So I'm going to undo that and select it again. E for extrude, and this time I'm going to put -8. That way it goes below my sketch. Over here on your extrude panel, you've got your start, and your most common one that you will use majority of the time is profile plane. Another one that we will use in this video is the offset. We will do that when we make the lid for our little container. And then object is a little bit more advanced. I'm honestly still learning it, so I will not be doing it in this video. From what I can tell, it's not used as often. Profile plane and offset are the two you will use more often than not. The direction, one side, pretty self-explanatory. I put -8 and it went down to one side. Two sides, can type in 8 and 7. It went up 8 and down 7. Do symmetric, also self-explanatory. Type in 7, it went up 7 and down 7. So we're going to go back to one side, and I'm going to change my distance back to -8. And then for operation, you do want this to say new body. Typically, the first time you extrude, it will automatically say new body. And then hit OK. And bring back that sketch again. The next thing we're going to do is cut to make our little pockets. Now, a lot of people think that extruding is just for adding material, but it's also great for taking away material as well. And you can also extrude multiple things at the same time. You don't have to do this one at a time. So to do that, I'm going to select my circle, hit Shift, select my rectangle, and hold down Shift again, and select my square. Once those are selected, E for extrude again. Again, the arrow is pointing up. I want it to go down so I can cut into my base. And I'm going to do -5, and that still leaves a 3mm base below my cutouts. So over here on the side panel, you want your operation to say cut, and you can see that it automatically did that because these are red around the edges, which shows you that it is cutting into the material that you already have on there. Then hit OK. And then one thing I forgot to show after we created that first body is you got a new section over here on the side called bodies. Click that down arrow and you have that first body, which is your base that you created. And we're going to go ahead and rename that to base and hit enter. That way, when we create the second body for the lid of our container, we have them labeled so we know which is which. Next, we're going to start building out our little container. So we will need to do, let's go ahead and do the lip first. So select that outer edge, hit E for extrude, and let's make this 35 high. And for this one, you want it to say join because you do want it to be connected to the base. So it says join, hit enter or OK. And you can see that instead of creating a new body, it stayed connected to the base. It is a part of your base. Now let's grab that little teeny tiny clearance edge and the wall edge. Hit E for extrude, and we'll do that 5 millimeters less than the lip of the box. So we'll make that 30 and hit enter. It should have already said join as well. And you can tell it didn't make a new body because it is still connected to the base. Next, we will go ahead and start on the lid. So we are going to take away the base for now so we can get back to that sketch. And for the lid, we will use the offset. So for this, we're going to hit this outer edge. We will not be using this because this is the clearance for the edge of the lid. So hit that outer edge, E for extrude. Now you're going to go over here to start first and switch it to offset. And we're going to offset it 30 millimeters. And the offset is basically just telling it where you want the extrusion to start. So like from our sketch, the extrusion is going to start 30 millimeters up off our sketch. And the distance, let's make it a 10 millimeter wide lid. And you do want this to say new body. Hit OK. And now it created a second body over here. And we will rename that to lid. And enter. Next, we will go ahead and create the top of the lid. We will also use offset for this as well. So we're going to grab all 3 of these pieces right here, the clearance that we made for the lid, the lip, and the center. That way we can make sure it is connected to the outer edge of our lid. So after you grab all 3 of those, E for extrude, go to offset again. And since we did this 10 millimeters high, we're going to go ahead and offset it the full 40 millimeters. And we will make it extrude down. So we'll do -3. And for this operation, you want it to say join. Hit OK. And now you have a lid and a base. I think that looks good. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add the fillets and chamfers. I will be going over those in more detail in the next video, so I'm just going to kind of speed through those right now. I'm just going to do like 2 and 3 millimeter fillets over all the edges. Do this bottom 1, 2, let's do 4 there. Okay. This bottom 1, fillet 2. And then to do the inside of the box, I'm going to hide the lid, hit that bottom plane, do fillet, do a 3 millimeter fillet, hit OK. Then I'm going to do a chamfer around the edge of this. So hit all those edges. And then I need to hide the base, bring back the lid, and go on the inside of that as well. And then I'm going to add a chamfer right here too. And bring back the base. And let's go ahead and look at the section analysis so we can see what the inside of the box looks like. So go up here to inspect, analysis, hit plane, and bring it around. Hit OK. Hit that plane right there on the box. And now you can see that there is some clearance for the lid, so it's not too snug, and it'll be easy to get the lid on and off. Turn off the analysis and let's go ahead and save it and get it into Bamboo. Hide the lid, grab the body. Okay, now that I have Bamboo open, I'm going to go over here and import it. And grab those. Open. And no, I do not want these loaded as a single object. Click off, and then click one, move it. Click that one, move. Okay, and then I want this printing face side up or face side down. So click on it, click lay on face, and select that top face. Click off. All right, and now it is ready to print. All right, slice, and you're good to go. And here is our final project. If you've been following along with this series, you've learned the basics of Fusion of what you'll use in almost every single project that you create. Next week, we'll be covering fillets and chamfers, the differences between each one, and when to use them. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Bye.